Today, I want to welcome you to 2025 first flip through. I'm going to flip through January for you guys, and I have so much to show you because I have the Advent calendar with a theme for 2025. I have the January deluxe kit, and I have the pink winter theme box. All of this from the Rosy Life Planner. And I am so excited to show you how everything turned out. So I'm not going to go into a deep dive. I have a previous video showing how I set up my planner, but I'm going to show you how I have been decorating and trying to implement all of these three different layouts or styles, if you will. So let's just dive right into the video. So, starting with this. So, I went all in when I decorated for January. Like, I have put in like journaling cards, morning routine, my coffee cup that I got in one of the packages, the January. I have some washi. I have three different types of magnets. I just couldn't decide because I loved all of it so much. And so I just decided, you know what? Let's just go full throttle in. And I did 2 vellums on the cover, and I just had to add this little bunny because it was so cute, and also the 2025. And so I'm just gonna double check to see that Yep, you can see it clearly. So what I did, I set up and I used inside, I put also some of the stickers just to get the vibe, to get the feeling of this cozy, cold winter feeling as well. And then I haven't done much new here, but I did my setup with my like milk liner and tombos and washies and everything for January, and I chose to use blue as a color because I know that the Rosy Life will have plenty of pink. So even if it's really tempting to use pink, the January kit was actually blue, so I'm deciding to go with the blue. And I had some of these I ordered on Temu, so they don't have like proper names or descriptions. So I used a milk liner, which is dark blue, and then I had a dual art pen, which is kind of mossy green, and then I used the Tombos 673 and the 992 sand color, and the N79 a warm gray color. And I have not added this into my weekly spreads, but I will be using it a lot in my daily journaling. So there's that. Then I redid this, so I made up the mistakes that I made, that I showed you guys on a last video. And then I did my tracker, and I set up this just like the 2025 theme. And then I'm gonna add some small icons and stickers from the monthly kit to the header and on the side here. And I will probably find some inspirational quote or something to write down here. And when I set this up, I decided I have some more space down here. I don't know what I will be using this for, but I wanted to make sure that I implemented also a couple of things from my goal list that I have a huge focus on for 2025, which is getting a normal rhythm of sleep. So I wanted to add that in here as well, since I had the extra space for it. So there's that. Then going into the monthly spread, look at this. So for the monthly, I decided to use the weekday stickers and the day stickers. And because I needed bigger numbers, like these numbers that are here are so tiny, I don't have, like, there's no way I can see them. So I decided to do it like this, and I will address the next issue as it comes along, and I will show you guys in a second. And I put down my upcoming videos on the side here, but I think I'm going to remove these because I have decided to try out two new planners from Paper Test Designs, but she is still closed because they are still Christmas closed and they don't open again until tomorrow. So I'm going to have to wait with ordering them. So for now, I just put it on the side. And I'm going to show you guys everything, so don't worry. Then I set aside some projects and some goals on the bottom here. And this is just from the January deluxe kit. I wanted the monthly to be just the monthly kit. Then moving into the weekly. So I have already started setting up this first week because we are almost there. It is Sunday, the 29th today. So I just put in some small things and what I want to get done through this week. Like it's just, for some people, this is also a week off because you have like 2 regular days, work days. So a lot of people take those off. And I think the schools are closed as well. So it's not really, it's going to be a slow start for me in 2025. So I'm taking it slow. And I will be writing in, of course, as I go. That's why it's so blank right now. So what I have set up here, and this will be my main setup, at least for now, because this is what works for me. And what I've done is I have set aside some space up here for planning the weather. Like I go in advance and I see what type of weather is planned. I haven't written it down in here. And then when it comes to the day, I will write down what the weather is actually like. So I will change it as I go. And then I have, like, as you can see, some full day things. So we have mail day, we have like garbage day, New Year's Eve. I will put in birthdays and things like that on top here. And then I have my time blocking and memory keeping and anything that I want to write down that happens throughout the day. And then I have my meals down here. And then all the way to the bottom, I have my inspirational place, meaning when I have days where I feel like I don't have any energy or feel like doing things, I will still write down everything that I do. Like if I make the bed, if I tidy the bathroom, like anything small that I do, I will write it down, because once I start filling these up, it will trigger me to keep doing it day after day after day. So it will keep me like on my feet. And so I used the January kit for the first week, and I decided to start the first week with the January calendar. But as you can see, it goes way into this Monday. Now I didn't bother cutting this because it's Monday the 30th, so it doesn't really matter to me on that day, but I know that this will be an issue in the upcoming months. So I will probably cut this to fit so I don't use up this space, because I will be needing it. Then going into the second week, I also used the kit. Now the reason why it happened like this was because blue is the color, right? So I opened the book and I did this first, thinking that this was week 1. But then came to find out later there was a week prior. So I had to improvise. And so that is why I have two different with the January kit, just with a different color. And these number stickers right here are actually from Sterling ink, because last year I used the undated B6 common planner, and I also got her kit with all of the stickers, and I have a lot left because I only used that book for about 6 months. So I decided to just use whatever I have, and then once it's done, it's done. I have to write down the numbers instead. But I'm okay with that. Then I thought, well, if I'm gonna do this plain layout, it's gonna get boring. So I need to change things up. And that's when I figured, you know what, mixing and matching all of these 3 sets from the advent calendar, from the pink winter theme box, and the January kit, they have a really different vibe to them. And so mixing and matching, like small elements are okay, but bigger elements, it doesn't quite work because it feels different, it looks different. And so I decided, okay, so for 1 week I will do only this package, and then next week I will do that package, and keep them sort of separate but within the same month. So my next layout was actually the pink winter theme box. And I love how this turned out. And this is actually quite a mix, because this vellum right here and this sticker right here was actually the wrapping of the January deluxe kit. And it matched perfectly with this sticker sheet that came with the pink winter theme box. And I also added this from the pink winter theme box. And yeah, I love how this turned out. So I put the vellum in here, just tipped it in, and I have my to-do list on the back also with a sticker from the pink winter theme. So that made like a big difference in the overall thing. And then I decided to do the last spread of the January kit with from the advent calendar using the 2025 stickers, because I wanted to add some green into it. And so as you can see, like, they are quite different. So mixing and matching, of course I could do that, but I chose to do it separately instead. So yeah. And what I did was, this is actually one of the dashboards, and I just cut it down to size and tipped it in, and I used a piece of the washi, rose gold washi, to sort of separate where I'm writing what. And yeah, I really love how it turned out so far. And since I have now used up all of my dailies, I will not have any of these either to use in my dailies section. So I'm gonna show you guys later on how I plan to do that, because I'm gonna do it a bit differently. I wish I had a double set, both of the numbers and the weekdays, but I don't, and ordering them separately every month is just not an option, because, you know, shipping is expensive and getting it into Norway is expensive, so that's just not gonna happen. So I have a different take on that. Then I went into the January, and this is what I ended up with. So I put my dashboard on this side for a change. I have always put it down here. I decided to not to white out and cover the date that you have here, because I probably will not be writing 1 page per day, at least not every day anyways. And I also wanted to start with my oracle card, so I did put that down first, so I had it easy accessible. And I also put like some stickers down for a few, like about a week, I guess. and then I will do decorating as I go. So this is the January kit, and then I went into the pink theme box, and then I went back again to the January, and I tipped in some of the vellums, used some stickers, changed up the colors of my linings. And this space right here I use for so many different things. Like, this is sort of my brain dump area, and then I do my journaling over here. But I can do drawings, I can do, you know, whatever I feel like doing that particular day is what goes in, and everything goes. So yeah, so I went back to the January on this one, and then I did this one as well because I love, like, these. This is one of the vellums, the most beautiful vellum that I call them. There's always this one piece that is extra beautiful, and like the 2 last months it has been like begging me to cut it up and use it in my dailies, so I just did and tipped it in. Then I wanted to make a bit of a difference, so I went back again to the pink winter theme box, and then probably going on I will do some 2025, so I will add some green layouts in here, and, you know, just be creative. So that is how I have set up for January. But I also promised you a surprise. I think I mentioned that in the intro. And what I did was, actually, before my dailies, I set up a plan for next Christmas. And I want to show you guys what that is. So, like, you know, I said that I already put up my gift shopping list and everything. So I didn't have to. And I was contemplating making a section in here for next Christmas, if I wanted it in the front of the dailies or in the back. And I decided to go with the front. So what I did was this. I made sort of a dashboard, and I used the pet tape from the pink winter theme box because I just love how they look. They are so cute and beautiful, and it makes me feel so happy to open this up and see this. So to get in the vibe, I wanted to create a space like a vision board, sort of. Then I changed up things from last year. Last year I didn't do this. This is a visual to-do board, because last year I just put up a list with the numbers down, like a bucket list, sort of. But I wanted to make it more visual and visible. And so here I will be adding in all my to-dos, and it starts in November 24th and goes all the way to the January 1st. So here I will write down everything: cleaning my bathroom, changing the linens on the bed, cleaning the windows, buying and wrapping gifts. Everything will go in here. And I love how it turned out. I just love it. And I still have tons of stickers left from this kit that I would love to use this for next year. So I don't know yet. I will see what I will do, but I might actually hold off on my December kit for next year, or well, this year, 2025, because I have so much left. But we'll see. I don't know myself. I know myself well enough that what I want now is definitely probably not what I want when I get there. So yeah. That is that. And then I tipped in also the bucket list because I thought it was so cute. And I also set aside some space for like a dinner plan, a meal planning. And also I figured, like, buying the gifts is one thing, but when you're wrapping them, and, you know, who is this gift from? Who should I put to and from on the different gifts. So I might do that here. That's just an idea. So we'll see what I end up doing. So that was January in my main planner. Now I do have 2 companions. As you know, if you have followed me, I have a sterling ink passport size booklet, and this has all of my password, cleaning lists, like all of these just informational stuff. So I don't write in it, but I keep it by my side handy, and I don't have to rewrite everything into this every single year. And then the second one is also sterling ink, and it is a monthly booklet. And so this I only use for a couple of things. And the first of all is the monthly. I don't do any goals, I don't do any vision boards, I don't do any tracking, nothing like that in here. All of that is in here. But I set up the monthly because this is my on-the-go planner, just to make sure that I don't double book myself, because I cannot throw this in the purse. It will get really, really chunky as the year goes by. And so I needed something smaller to just have with me, like in my purse, going to family, friends, shopping, whatever. And so I decorated my January like this, and I love how it turned out. It is so beautiful. And I already have some appointments and things. And then in the back, of course, I have my shopping lists and my Christmas list, so I can already get started, and I will have this with me in my purse when I go Christmas shopping. So that was all for January, and I hope to see you soon.